How are you? Hope you're having a good day. As you can see, the queen is behind me and she's sleeping. She's taking a bit of a nap, but she'll probably be up later. How are you guys doing? So I had some time after work and I thought I'd drop by and maybe do like a little nighttime stream. So I put together a few things. We've got the Twitter peeps to go over. Also, Sansza Cooks did a lovely video on Foodie's foot infection. Want to review that. Chantal also did a short McDonald's mukbang video. Ooh, I got some thoughts about that. And we also got a bit of a retro react. I remember doing a retro react and I had a bit of a nasty headache, so I couldn't complete all of it. It's one of Mr. Snowflake's things on Foodie. So we'll just finish that up. So we're just putting different things together. So I hope you guys do enjoy. So how are you guys doing? I was checking in on Foodie. I'm like, she's still streaming? 4 hours. Good Lord, somebody's broke. She also did a discount on Cameo, $20 cameos now versus 30. Somebody broke. Somebody is broke. She's over there offering $20 cameos. And by the way, when you do cameos for Cameo, you don't get 100% of the profits. You got to split it with them. So she's not getting the entire $20. If somebody buys a Cameo for that amount, she maybe might get $15, if that. Somebody's hurting for money. That'll teach you to waste food, to throw it like a whole garbage bag full of food out of your fridge. That'll teach you to do that shit. Anyway, how's everybody doing? Hope you're having a good night. Y'all ready to get into the Twitter peeps? Is she still offering 250 business cameos? You know what? That's a really good question. Let me go check really quick as I'm a nosy biatch. Let me see. I can't spell right now. Cameo. Why are my fingers all over the keyboards like that? Why am I pushing buttons? It's never a good idea to touch things, but I'm doing it anyway. All right, so Cameo, let's see. Is Foodie doing the $20 cameos and stuff? Let me just look. There's Foodie. Okay, so what's your price this time? Yep, she sure is. Book a business video for $250. So she's knocking the price off of regular cameos from 30 to 20. But the business cameos, still $250. And that's the starting price, $250. That's not like the entire price. It could actually go up. So we're not going to knock any money off that, right, Foodie? Still $250. You'll knock money off these smaller cameos, but the bigger cameos are staying as is. All right. I see you over there. I would never get a cameo if it was free. Yep, yeah, that's the feeder stuff. We know. If you know, you know. And Foodie, I see you haven't addressed these sexy groceries yet. Not going to talk about that? No? Just too much truth there? You don't want to address it? You're not walking into that minefield? I guess not. All right, so we got some Twitter peeps to go over. So let's just get things started. It's time for the Twitter peeps. All right, it's time for the Twitter peeps. Yes, I love that name, Sexy Groceries, and she hates it. What's the matter? What's the matter with the name Sexy Groceries? Anybody that got $500 in groceries, those are sexy groceries. 5 packets of hamburger meat, 4 packets of chicken quarters. That is sexy groceries. In this economy, that's sexy. What's wrong with the name? Ain't nothing wrong with that name. It bothers her, though. All right. So for those of you that are on Twitter that you'd like to follow me on Twitter, there's my handle, Wild Girl Sarah. And for those of you not on Twitter, that's why I do the peeps. That way you guys can keep up with all the girl world stuff without having to be on the Bird app. So, all right, now this is so cool from Interesting Things. The cow gave birth to quadruplets against incredible odds, and the owners named them Eeny, Meeny, Miny, and Mo. That's good. Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo. let's give some applause to that cow. 4 babies all at once. Poor mama, she gonna run out of milk feeding all them babies. She not only had twins, she had quadruplets. I want to see the bull that accomplished that. But eeny, meeny, miny, and mo. Sexy what at Rose? Sexy groceries. Nad's got some sexy groceries the other day, courtesy of Foodie. And then Goose went into Foodie's room with the name Sexy Groceries, and she had a fit. So hats off to this cow for giving birth to 4 babies. Oh boy. Raised Dactylion says people who can wash their feet. Okay, don't get sick. These are Foodie's feet. Yes, I know they're dirty. But one thing that I just can't focusing on is the heel. Her heels look awfully flat. Foodie, I think that your feet, there's too much weight on your feet. Too much pressure. And it's flattening out your heel. Like your heel should be nice and round, and they are flat. They look like flat tires. Good God. Too much pressure on them little feet. All right, I'll take it off the screen. I know it's a lot. Unicorn Pondu says she's just eating on the stove. So this was from the live today that she did. We don't have a table. We're just going to eat straight off the stove. Like it is a table, like that's your dining table. So she made it on the stove and she ate it on the stove. Because, you know, it's not like she has an entire island to eat on. She got a great big table. Let's just eat on the stove. Why not? You know, make your food and eat your food all in the same place. I just thought you should know that. All right, so a little something new from Foodie. So anybody who has been watching Foodie the last couple of days, she's taken on a new personality that is not her own. She's referring to herself as Mother. Like, Mother's going to cook a meal. Mother's going to do this. Mother's going to do that. And what is up with that? Hello, London Fog. Thank you for being a new member. No, you're not late. We're just getting started. So I'm like, what is this like third person talk, her calling herself Mother? Well, there is someone on TikTok. And here is the person on TikTok. Okay, hold on. Her name is Rabea Khatun. I hope I'm saying her name right. She is on TikTok and she does videos and she does cooking videos. I have heard, but I cannot confirm that she has an eating issue. And Chantal has been watching a lot of her videos and imitating her cooking. Chantal is so lacking in a personality that she borrows from other people. So she's borrowing off this woman on TikTok. She's taking on her personality. And I'm sure some people have reached out to this individual already and let her know, hey, this person is basically borrowing your content and borrowing your ideas and borrowing the way you speak. Girl world, all that I ask for anybody who might reach out to this individual, we don't know her. She hasn't done anything wrong. Let's not get mean with her. I mean, it's not her fault that Foodie is watching her videos and imitating her. She's just being pulled into this mess against her will. You know, like she's just doing her thing on TikTok and Foodie is just trying to find someone to imitate. I mean, I'm just saying, if you reach out to her, don't be mean to her. It's not her fault. So imitating this woman on TikTok, just copying her speech, copying the food that this woman is eating, all of that. It's just weird. It's just really, really weird. C'est La Vie says Foodie Beauty called Howie, her dead hamster, a little. Foodie, why are you going to do that? Why are you going to refer to your deceased pet that way? So disrespectful. Like, I thought you cared about Howie. But if you're referring to him that way, I guess you don't care for him. Maybe that's why you buried him at a public beach. I remember you doing that. You could have taken him somewhere else and buried him. You buried him on a public beach. Not the best place. So I did hear about that too. C'est La Vie says Foodie Beauty told Anime Sucks that she's in love and married. Only send her one as a friend. She can't be with him. So Anime Sucks is in her chat. Creepy, nasty dude. Where is he? Let's see if I can find him in chat. I don't even see him in chat over here in the screenshot. But she is speaking to Anime Sucks, and Anime's got a thing for Foodie. His mother from India. I am not sure. I haven't done any homework on this person. I just know that Chantal is borrowing off her personality. She's cooking like her. She's referring to herself the same way that Mother refers to herself in her TikToks. Like, Mother's got to cook, and Mother's got to do this, and Mother's got to do that. I'm like, that's not you. That's not how you talk. Why are you talking like the way somebody else talks, Chantal? It's weird. All right, all of those of you that love animals, you're not going to like hearing about this. I don't like hearing about it. Gadi No says Chantal giving fish that's been cooked in onion, garlic, and turmeric to her poor cat. She is trying to terminate the cat, allegedly. So things like garlic and onion are deadly to a cat. So she gave fish that was cooked in onion and garlic to BG13, which could seriously make her ill. If you wanted to give fish to a cat, why not just cut off part of the fish and boil it or something and then give it to the cat with no onion, no garlic, no nothing? Like, you got to think about things like that. When you give an animal food, what's in the food? What's deadly to them? What could make them sick? If something happens to BG13, I'm sure Girl World is going to be relentless. You know what's going to happen. If I don't wish anything to happen to that cat, but if something does happen to her, I wouldn't want to be her. Let's put it that way. C'est La Vie says Foodie Beauty admits the only reason she wanted to go to Thailand was to smoke the green products for her visa runs. But we knew that. We knew that. We knew that one of the big reasons why she wanted to go to Thailand was because she could smoke the green products there. We knew this. We knew that all the way back then. Hello, Mike. She needs to buy her cat wet cat food. I feed my cat 4 containers of wet food a day, plus always leave the dry food out. Yeah, like Queen Booger, she's got wet food out right now, and she's got her dry kibble all day. Like, I as soon as I get up in the morning, I'm feeding her that wet food, her royal breakfast. And then if she's hungry, she gets her dry kibble. And she's a picky eater too. My cat's finicky. She doesn't like pate. No pate cat food, thank you very much. It has to be the stinky food. My cat likes the stinkier the better. She likes the fish. She likes the shrimp. The queen likes the stinky food. The more it smells, the better she likes it. But no pate. No pate whatsoever. No pate in this house. It takes 2 to 5 days to appear for kitty. Well, I'm going to pray until then. Traveling Cash App. I'll pray to make sure that nothing happens to BG13. But yeah, we knew that she went to Thailand for the party favors. Essence says, Foodie Beauty is lying. Why are you looking at the camera so many times? You're not losing that income because you already know he is sending Burly Beauty money to take private videos for him in that disgusting, filthy, and fart-smelling bedroom of yours. Yeah, we know where the real money's coming from, where it's been coming from. You know, she's doing that private content. That's where the bulk of her income is. That's why she doesn't care what she does on social media, because that's not where the money's coming from. Whatever money she makes on social media, it's just nickels and dimes compared to the real income. We know where the money's at. We know how it's being laundered over. Crochet with Ashmay says, that is called a feeder request, Foodie. Huh, let's watch. What is she doing? What is this? Why are you zooming in like that?
Thank you. Someone very kind sent me something to do another fun grocery bees. Like to do a fun fucking like live stream or video, like live stream about like, you know, for some groceries to do a fun video or something. What can we do? I was gonna do an Aladdin.
Yep, she pretty much just said it. Somebody sent her money to do some private content. Why can't you just say it? Why is it so hard to admit the truth? Just say it. I'm doing private content for people and I'm getting paid. Just say it. Just admit the truth. No, we can't do it. Aladdin, Lordy. No, I know. I know, Liv. I know. Like this, something with a kitty theme is just gross. But Foodie don't care if it is gross.
Who is ours? My arse is showing? Eek, shit. I'm always stressing him the fuck out. Like, I don't know why he likes me.
Okay, can I address something really quick? So I was in Bingo's chat earlier, or I did a live stream this morning, and there were some people saying they weren't getting notifications. There could be a couple of reasons for that. One, sometimes it has to do with how many times and how many things you post in a day as a content creator. After like the third thing, it's almost as if YouTube punishes you for doing too much. They won't send notifications out. Thank you, Pixely, for being a member. Thank you so much. Or if I've not done anything that day and you're still not getting notifications, if I've done like one or two things and you're not getting the notifications, you can fix that by, I think, unsubbing and then resubbing right back and then pushing the notification bell, and that should fix it. Like sometimes YouTube just gets stupid. So maybe that might be a way to fix it. For some reason, YouTube unsubs people for no random reason. I don't know. I just thought I'd let you know. I've seen it on other channels too. Yeah, unsub, resub, then hit the bell. Like you get all the notifications that might fix the problem. Okay, so moving on. All right, let's see. Rubber Crazy Troll Band says Foodie Beauty wants to sue YouTube for discrimination, not understanding she monetized her health and then used it to make money. Don't use Hungry Fat Chick as an example when she's actually documents her health in a positive manner. So here's the thing, y'all. Here's the thing. YouTube is okay with people doing mukbangs. Should Chantal be doing mukbangs as someone that she's got an eating issue? No. Worst idea ever. But regardless of what, mukbangs are allowed. Where things get messed up and where YouTube has a problem is when somebody is doing mukbangs and they're also doing videos and lives talking about eating issues, because that gets them in trouble. That looks like you've got an eating issue and you are monetizing it. So can Chantal skate past the system by just doing mukbangs? Yes, as long as she doesn't talk about her eating issue. That was the issue before. There are other people that just do mukbangs and they're not getting in trouble because they don't do lives or videos talking about, I've got an eating problem. So that's the thing. If she does a mukbang and she talks about her eating issue, that's monetizing eating issues, and then YouTube can, put her in the timeout corner or take her channel away. But should she be doing them? No, because she's got an eating problem and she's essentially monetizing her eating issue. Just thought I'd say that. All right. Julie says, so now Chantal is blatantly copying TikToker Rabea. 1, referring to herself as mother. 2, the food she's cooking. 3, hello, my darlings, greeting. So let's do a side-by-side comparison. First, let's watch Chantal.
Hello, my darlings. I am a crazy. Hello.
Okay, hold on, Foodie. Thank you, Pixely, for gifting 5 memberships. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that, Mama. Oh, I'm touching things. I'm touching things and I can't help myself. Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. Yeah, exactly. What the, hey? What is this personality? Hey, Hannah. So let's do a side-by-side comparison of Foodie and the person on TikTok. Y'all hold on. Here we go.
Hello, my darlings. I am a crazy. Hello, my darlings. I am a crazy.
Okay, so that's Foodie. Now let's.
Angels, the lip is so. Hello, my sweet angels. The lip is so. Angels, the lip is so. Hello, my sweet angels. The lip is so.
Yeah, outright copying somebody, I would say. And you're being obvious about it, Foodie. You're not even trying to hide it. You are copying this woman almost word for word, movement for movement, copying the way she talks, using her words, cooking like she does, copying her meals. Why? Are you trying to piggyback off of her success? Hi, boogers. Speaking of success, come here. Oh. Where are you going? Oh. The queen's here. And I got cat hair up my nose now. Look at the babies. Come here. It's boogers. Hey, booger. Oh, and I got cat hair up my nose. It's boogers. Hi. Hey, booger. Y'all rise for the queen. Booger's here. Now, how am I going to do Twitter, Peeps? But yeah, blatant ripping somebody off. Y'all don't get mad at me for that right there. Don't get mad at me. They posted that on Twitter. And if I had to see it, so did you. That looks like a picture that Bingo could use for couch or Chantal or name that body part, doesn't it? What's this? What's this? Put a rose over there. What? What? I'm just showing you what they posted on Twitter. I didn't post that. I'm not sponsoring that. What? I don't know what y'all are getting all up in arms for. So Salah, come get your wife. Paranoid Android says this live stream is painful. I can't believe we could hear her straining on the toilet. What? So she had a live stream going and she was on the toilet and you could hear it? Oh boy. Yeah, riveting content. Just what y'all want to hear in a live stream. Somebody on the toilet and they are having some problems. Yeah. Fantastic content. Kelly says, I guess her food budget is out the window, and you can't tell me she's not hiding a Big Mac. What do you mean? She is a Big Mac. A Big Mac having a Big Mac. Would that be considered cannibalism? If one Big Mac ate another Big Mac? Wouldn't that just be cannibalism? To be a cow and eat beef? You're eating one of your own? That's disturbing. I want to think about that. That's going to give me nightmares. C'est La Vie says, Foodie Beauty has a confirmed feeder in her chat. Then she proceeds to put her PayPal in the chat. Well, that doesn't surprise me. I'm sure that's the only reason she came on to Kick was to put her PayPal up. Get them feedie requests because she broke. Ashley says, I'm starting to think she wants to get banned on YouTube so she can abandon it entirely and concentrate on Kick. Fewer rules, weekly paychecks. Well, here's my question. If she doesn't want to do anything on YouTube, why not just not do stuff on YouTube? She doesn't have to get banned. Just say, I'm not doing stuff on my channel anymore. I mean, it's real simple. If you don't like a platform, you don't have to post on a platform. You don't have to go out of your way to get banned. Just say, I'm done and stop posting. Kristen says, the way that Foodie Beauty cannot make a decent food choice to literally save her life is hilarious to me. So Foodie did a video. We're going to watch it because I got some things to say about it, but we'll wait. Ron says, and a rash on the fupa to go with the cyst. So we got diaper rash cream. Why do we need diaper rash cream? For what reason do we need diaper rash cream? Forgive me, chat. Forgive me for where my mind is going. Chantal, I hope you're not doing some nasty, creepy, fetish content using that. I really hope that I'm wrong. That you got some kind of a real rash and that's what you're using it for. But I mean, I know you're into the adult baby stuff. I hope that that's not part of it. I really hope not. I hope I'm wrong. I mean, I'm sorry to say that, but that's where my mind goes. Like, I know the kind of stuff that she's been doing lately. C'est La Vie says, Foodie Beauty just got $50. Thanks, Nina. Yeah, so Nina's not gone. Nina's still giving her money. Foodie Beauty regarding anime sucks. She let him down easy, big girl. So what did she have to say about anime? Let's watch.
Nope. I don't really want him to send me money because I don't want, I'm married. as a friend if you want, but I can't be with you. I'm in love and I'm married.
The person you're in love with is not Salah. It's somebody else that you bought sexy groceries for. It ain't Salah. You know you're never going to see him again. Salah is just there in name, and that's it. We know who you're really into. The one you bought the sexy groceries for. Because you don't buy $500 plus in sexy groceries for somebody and not be in love with them. Period. That's why she's pushing you off, Anime. Because she's into somebody else, dude. Give it up. You ain't got a shot. But maybe the reason why she's refusing Anime is because the last time he gave her money, he took somebody's credit card and got in trouble. Because he don't really have money. Sassy Cat says, Foodie Beauty has a big potato and a big hunk of pumpkin with a fish that is frozen solid. How will all of this cook equally? The corn, onions, and tomatoes will be cooked to death before the other. I'm laughing because I'm like, she honestly thought she could cook all of that in one pan. The fish, a big solid piece of pumpkin, the corn, all of it was going to cook together at the same time. She ate it. She didn't like it. I bet she didn't like it. Like all of that mixed together in like big chunks. The fish was frozen solid. Like that does not look appetizing. Yeah, the gray chunk is the frozen fish. The onion will be raw. Can you hear Gordon Ramsay? It's raw. You donkey. She hated it. There's really no reason to cook like this. There are so many videos and channels on YouTube that will show you step by step how to make a great meal. It's not hard to watch a video and follow the video. Ugh. She cooked all that in one pan. That looks a mess. A rumble in my bottom says Foodie Beauty also admitted to regularly feeding Julia fish that had been fried in garlic. Ooh, I'm going to keep my thoughts to myself. I just wish I was on Kick. I could say a lot more. That's all I'm going to say. Because if I were on Kick, I could say what I like. But I got a monetized channel, so I can't say what I like. I got to be careful. Nana Spike T says, there is nothing normal or natural about the way you eat. Try to justify your gluttony all you want. It's not working. Let's watch.
This is food. Humans eat food. The natural, normal activity. No other context around it.
Chantal, do you know how crazy you look sitting there eating McDonald's with that chicken hat on your head? You look like the men in white coats need to come in and take you away. Like you look demented, like something ain't right in your head. And you're doing the over-explaining again. You want to eat fast food, eat the fast food. You don't have to over-explain to justify what you're doing. You're going to do what you do anyway. Booger, out. Ma'am, out. Get out of the wires. Thank you. Don't do that. So she looks crazy. Sitting there with the chicken hat on, eating that McDonald's. Something ain't right with that one. Kelly says, Ryder is Nina. Oh, we got some pictures. Let's see some pictures. All right. Booger, what'd I say? Looks like she got some new clothes. Oh, uh-oh. I did not mean to see that. Booger. Out. She does look insane. Sandy Shore says Foodie Beauty has dookie hands. Uh-oh. Let's watch.
I don't wipe my ass, eh? I use a bidet, so why do I have to wash my hands? There's no need. I don't wipe my ass, eh? I use a bidet, so why do I have to wash my hands? There's no need. I don't wipe my ass, eh? I use a bidet.
You know what, Foodie? Ma'am, you're saying, why do I have to wipe my butt? Well, didn't you have to buy a big container of diaper cream? Maybe that's the reason why you need that diaper cream. Because if you wiped your butt, maybe you wouldn't need the diaper cream. Because, I'm just saying, maybe if you wiped your butt and you dried it off, you wouldn't need that cream. I mean, there's a problem there, obviously, if you got diaper rash cream. Unless you're using it for fetish purposes, then okay. Why do I have to wipe my butt? Because that can cause infection too. But do what you do. Okay, so Sandy Shore says Foodie Beauty disgusting. Let's watch. What are we doing with this cooking? So she's got the big, huge things of garlic in there. We see the garlic cloves right here. She put those in first. Then she's gonna put the fish in there frozen. Like that. Not even gonna try to thaw it out. And it's not that hard to thaw out. We're just going to put the fish in there like that.
We're going to put the pumpkin like that. The whole ass potato. The whole ass onions. The whole ass peppers. The corn. Okay, we're going to put some tomatoes. Like that. Some mushrooms. Okay, there we go.
And she wonders why she hates healthy meals. I don't think it's the food. I think it's the way you cook the food and the fact that you don't know how to cook the food. And you know what? When God was giving out common sense, obviously you were not standing in line. Obviously you were not present that day. That you lack common sense. There's something very solid, very hard, very dense, like say pumpkin or potato, is going to take longer to cook. It's going to take a longer amount of time for that, for the heat to go through and to soften it up, versus something like corn or potato or tomato. And the fish, because it's frozen and it's cold and it's hard, it's going to take forever to cook. That's why you got to thaw it out. So putting different items of different densities, one thing is frozen, the other things are not. Some things are harder, some things are softer, all in the same pan. And you wonder why you hate the healthy food. You're setting yourself up for failure. Well, you can't fix stupid. That's what they say. You can't fix it and you can't make it better. Fondue Spiteful Beach says, Foodie Beauty is just an addict, be an addict. This is what she's doing at 3 or 4 in the morning every night, consuming family meals before passing out and sleeping all day. Yep, and streaming in between. I don't want to watch her eat, so let's keep going. Ron says, Salah was married before? She just confirmed when she was washing the cutting board. In regards to him never bringing up past relationships, did y'all know this? I did. Salah had on one of his Facebook profiles that he was married. And then when he started seeing Chantal, like he locked everything down. But let's hear what you have to say, Foodie.
Like, sorry, but I noticed though he never talks about like any exes at all, so I don't know. Okay, we have our pan. Mother likes her pan. Okay, now we gotta wash this. No, she uses like a shallow pan. And her lid doesn't even fit sometimes when she puts a whole squash. So, didn't you notice that? His first marriage.
Ma'am, if my grandmother were in that kitchen with you right now, she would slap your hand in Minecraft. Over there, like washing your dishes with your entire bare ass, dirty ass hand. You're not using a sponge. You're not using a scrubby. Where the hell is the soap? I don't see any damn soap. How's it supposed to get clean without soap? You're not using soap. You're not using a sponge, using your hand. And you just said you don't wash your hands and it's supposed to get clean. You're putting E. coli, salmonella, bacteria all over those dishes. But anyway.
Relationship, but no, I think he had like, I don't know. Like
the soap is over here. See it? It's right there, Chantal. It's right next to you. Just pick it up and use it. No, we're not going to use the soap. It's right there. It's literally right there.
Non-serious possible like arranged engagements or something, but he wasn't feeling it, so it never happened. All right.
I can't with her. I literally can't with her, like washing dishes without any. Oh no, not this again. Mo Translate says those pants look a size too small. Yes, they do. Let's watch. Good Lord. Chantal, get some bigger pants. You need some bigger pants, mama. Those don't fit. Okay, here's some information about Mother, the person on TikTok that she's watching. Again, I have not watched her content to do my homework on this person. I'm just reading this tweet. Les Nessman's secretary says at hashtag Foodie Beauty. For those of you wondering what the F Chantal is on about with this Mother person and her diet, her name is Rebecca Coutoun. She is being touted as the new Eugenia Cooney. Oh my God. She's very thin and is followed by the ED community. The footage is thrown together. Oh my. Again, I don't know this person. I've got nothing against this person. I know nothing about her. I just know Chantal is imitating her. And my heart goes out to this woman if she's suffering from an eating problem. But if she is suffering from an eating problem, is this someone that Chantal should be following? Because that doesn't sound healthy. I don't know if that would be a good idea. I don't know why Foodie's watching her content, except maybe she gets more views than Foodie. Girl Scout says, at Team YouTube, you got a great team of lawyers. Continue to profit off dangerous acts and self-harm and wiping their hands clean of any responsibility. Let's see what happens when Foodie Beauty has an episode on live stream. Well done, YouTube. Well done. Well, for a minute, YouTube was smart and they did the right thing. And then they took her off the platform and then they let her back on and she's doing the food content again. So that means if something happens to Foodie on live, well, they've just opened up the door to a lawsuit. Although they are still dealing with a lawsuit. So it's on them. You know, what do you want to do, YouTube? Your decision. And here's Foodie. She made a post imitating this other woman saying, okay, babies, mother is going to the store soon to get some things needed. And then I'll be live on Kick this evening to make fish eye juice stew. So once again, talking about this other person imitating her. Aw, Cats for Happiness. You know, I don't know if this kitten belongs to anybody, but this is one of those things of if you don't belong to somebody, in 5 seconds, you're about to belong to somebody. Because I'm not leaving you there by yourself. You're coming home with me. If you don't have an owner, little one, you're about to get one. Because you're just too doggone cute. If you don't have a home, you're about to have one. Because you're going home with me. Because Booger needs a playmate. So she'll stop biting on my feet. She's about to have a little playmate to play with. How can you walk past that little baby and not take her home? You just can't walk away seeing something like that. If you don't belong to someone, you're about to belong to somebody. Okay, moving on. And this is cute. These like animals are so innocent. How cute him discovering that wind exists. So a kitten discovering the fan. The kitten is playing with the fan. Every time the fan comes over to it, he wants to play with the air coming out of the fan. Yeah. Animals are so innocent. They'll play with just about anything. And I put this and someone's broke. Foodie did a post saying, you asked for it. It's here. Cheap cameos, $20 a pop. Yep, she broke. She'll discount the regular cameos, but not the other cameos. Why don't you take money off the other cameos, Foodie? Why are you only going to go for like the regular ones that nobody cares about? Okay, this is from Selenax. This wind-activated metal bell produces rich layered tones that combine both outer chime and inner resonance for a unique sound experience. Get yours today and enjoy peaceful sound therapy every time the wind blows. I love this bell chime. I don't even know what to call it. I might get one because I love the tone of it. Listen. You know what this sound reminds me of? A Tibetan bell or like a singing bowl. I love the deeper tones, like the higher pitches, the higher tones are very cheery sounding, very pretty, very bright vibration, but lower tones like this are very almost meditative. So where's it at? So this is from Seloniax, Seloniax, if you want to get one. But they've got all kinds of nice chimes out there. You know what I love? I love the bamboo chimes. Used to love those. Those always sound pretty in the wind. But this one sounds like a singing bowl. My birthday is July. You can order one for me. I'm getting one first. But I just thought you guys should know about this beautiful chime. Oh, look. Look at this kitty. It's friend-sized. You can fit right in the palm of your hand. Look at that face. This kitten is friend-sized. So tiny. Just curl up and go to sleep in your hand. All right, Chaos Rain says she was about 370 back then, and this is around 2021. So old pictures of Foodie when she was under 400. This is what she looked like. This is when she was honestly in the 300s, almost 400, but not quite there. All right, so that's it for the Twitter peeps, y'all. So we're going to get out of here. Where are we going next? How about we go to the lovely, the talented, the amazing Sansza Cooks. I always like listening to Sansza. She's got the most wonderful voice. It's so calming. It's so just warm. Y'all want to go to Miss Sansza? She did the commentary of Chantal's foot and her infection bees. And I'm going to post the link for the video in the chat. Absolutely adore Sansza. So let me just go ahead and get over to her video. I can listen to Sansza all day long. I really can. Just her voice is just amazing. All right, so that's the lovely, talented Sansza Cooks. Please take it away, madam.
Well, I feel like I have an infection already because my blood sugars are, higher than usual, which usually happens when I have an infection.
For the past couple of days, well, actually since last week, Foodie has been up and down with a health arc that is on again, off again. There's a lot of back and forth between her diet, the weed, her exercise, but to me, one thing stuck out. In this video, we'll focus in on what she says about having an infection. In a way, this all started when she hurt her foot. Do you remember that? And she got a big scratch that she said she'd have to keep clean. After that, she supposedly had a virtual doctor's visit on Monday after being ghosted on Sunday to get her medications refilled. A quick trip to the pharmacy and the dispensary, and then she was supposed to have another doctor's visit, this time in person, yesterday or Tuesday. That's where we'll pick up with last night's live streams.
No, I didn't go to the doctor today, which I said earlier because it was too early in the morning.
Well, then why did you make an appointment early in the morning then, dum-dum? If you know you're not a morning person, why are you making an appointment first thing in the morning? Does that even make sense? It doesn't. Make an appointment at a time when you know you'll be up and you can go. And another thing, when you are a diabetic, all wounds are slow to heal. And that's why little scratches and wounds can be so dangerous, because they are slow to heal and they're prone to infection. So there you are with a dirty ass foot. You're not even keeping it clean. And that can get infected. And that can get ugly. Very, very ugly. So why were you making the appointment again? Yeah, I know. She never intended to keep the appointment. She made the appointment so the doctor would renew her script on Sunday or Monday. Yep, it's all about she doctor shopping. Hey, let me get the appointment. Let me get my stuff. And that's all I wanted. And bye. And wasn't her appointment like a telehealth appointment? She didn't go see a doctor. So she doesn't want to go in and talk to anybody or do any tests. She just wants to see somebody remotely. A doctor cannot do what they need to do with you remotely. You got to come in. It's stupid.
So I have to make an afternoon appointment and pay a fee.
Now, most of you know that Foodie avoids the doctor like the plague, right? So what was this in-person visit supposed to be for? When asked about her foot, she said it wasn't about that the foot was healing just fine.
Someone screenshotted a pic of the soles of your feet and it's going viral. No, it's just dirt. It's not foot fungus. I never wash the bottom of my feet. It's not life-threatening. Don't worry about it. Well, fuck, how do you want me to wash my feet? I can't reach and I don't live alone.
Where there's a will, there's a way. There are all kinds of ways to do it. Somebody suggested the idea that she's got a shower. You can put a mat down on the floor of your shower and it has like little scrubby things on the bottom and you can kind of use that to kind of scrub your feet a little bit. Or maybe you could sit on the couch and bend your feet back and clean your feet. Or hell, hire someone to clean your feet. I mean, where there's a will, there's a way. You can't hire someone to clean your feet. Say, hey, I'll pay you some money. Can you wash my feet for me? I mean, you paid someone $500 to break down boxes. You can't pay someone to come and take care of your feet. No? Too much work, too much money? I mean, I'm sure if you threw your mom or your aunt some money, or even Pete's, they'd wash your feet for you. And get a loofah on a stick. I mean, something's got to work. I don't know how to do it. Figure it out.
Oh, I can get a loofah on a
Right.
stick.
So wait a second. Does Foodie think that those of us who have spouses or don't live alone have other people washing our feet for us? So let's call her foot possible infection site number 1. Possible infection site number 2 would be her recurring boil, which she says is back. Believe it or not, there's actually a third possible infection site, her urinary tract. With her out-of-control diabetes, this is always going to be on the table. Now, let's listen again to why she thinks she has an infection.
Well, I feel like I have an infection already because my blood sugars are, higher than usual, which usually happens when I have an infection.
Okay, so she thinks she has an infection because of her elevated blood sugars. That couldn't possibly be because of what she's eating though, right? Despite what Foodie said about wanting to reset her system and get back to clean eating, she's back to ordering takeout multiple times a day.
I have here their Chicoletti. It's 4 cheese capoletti and their chicken parmesan combined with their salad, but that they forgot the dressing. So I don't know how I'm supposed to eat that. Yeah, they forgot the dressing. I'm just going to pick at it. They gave you a mini little cheesecake.
They didn't give you a cheesecake. You ordered that. They're not going to give you a free dessert. You had to order that. Because, you can't do a meal without dessert right there, right? And that is why your wounds will be slow to heal. High blood sugar. That's why it takes so long. We didn't need this right here. We didn't need that cheesecake. If you cared about your health, you put that in the garbage. You really don't need cheesecake. And yeah, UTIs are nasty. Anybody who's ever had a UTI, ooh, ooh, it hurts. It was a $29.99 meal she got. Didn't she say that she was going to spend $150 per week on groceries, Michigan? I could have sworn that's what she said, that her budget was $150. So if that's true, she just spent $30 on one doggone meal. That would leave $120 left. And she keeps going at that rate. She'll have like 4 meals and then that budget will be blown. And that meal was horrible and dry. Yeah, it didn't look very nice. Yeah, that was $30. This looks like a TV dinner gone wrong. And that cheesecake looks like a dessert gone wrong. That's not worth $30.
Part of this meal deal. More parm, which we'll put on here.
No.
And a garlic loaf.
I can tell you one thing. Regardless of where the infection actually is, eating all of these carbohydrates is not helping matters. A person with uncontrolled type 2 diabetes already has a weakened immune system. Foodie already knows this. Add in an excess of carbohydrates and salt, and you're just making things worse.
Yeah, so let's look at this plate. All of this is carbs. The cheese on it, carbs. She added just the shaky cheese, more carbs. The breading on this, carbs. Carbs all day. Carbs on board. That's nothing but carbs. Carbs everywhere. Carbs will raise your blood sugar.
Just how bad is this meal? Well, let's take a look. Keep in mind, for a person with type 2 diabetes, most people will try to shoot for about 40 grams of carbohydrates per meal. For just the entree, Foodie's looking at over 4 times what she should have in carbs in just one.
Hold on. Let's look at this. Calories, 1,390 calories for this one freaking meal. One meal. Over 1,000 calories. Nearly 1,400 calories for one freaking meal. To put things in perspective, my daily calorie intake as a 130-pound woman should be about, I would say, 1,600, 2,000 calories a day, depending on how active I am. And she's eating nearly 1,400 calories in one meal. That's insane. And sodium, look at the sodium. 2,920 milligrams of salt. That's a lot. Sugars, 12 grams of sugars. All this. And she wonders why she's gaining weight.
One part of the meal. She'll later claim that she didn't finish this, but she ate at least half. Add in the garlic bread that she got, and you're looking at another 53 grams of carbs. You see where I'm going, right?
Hold on. I'm sorry, Sansza. Can we go back to that, please? So she wasn't done there. She got garlic bread too. So more calories. So she basically ate my entire day's worth of calories in one meal, because you add another almost over 400 calories right there. And more sodium. Jeez.
I'm going, right? Foodie's blood sugar readings are high because she's eating this kind of crap. But don't worry, she's got a plan.
Here's one of her meals. I'm gonna make this. I'm making that. Health bees. Okay, here, wait. Cook with mother.
That's right, she's going the TikTok route to try to solve her problems. The influencer that she's mimicking does one-pot meals with all whole foods and very little seasonings. We'll see how that goes.
It didn't go very well. See, here's the problem with being addicted to processed, fatty, carb heavy foods. If that is your routine, if that is your ritual, that's your go-to, that's what you use to cope, that is your comfort food, it's hard to go from that to eating healthy right away. You got to do it gradually. You got to play the switch out game. And the switch out game is like this. If you have something that you like to eat that is not so good, you try to find something very, very similar that is a bit more healthy. Like instead of drinking whole milk, try to drink like 2% milk, or maybe oat milk or almond milk or something like that. If you like, say, mashed potatoes and you don't want to eat much in the way of mashed potatoes, you can make cauliflower mash or cauliflower rice. You want to find something similar in taste and texture so that you'll accept it better. It's got to taste good. So that's a kind of a challenge to find something that tastes good to you. It's a bit more healthy. So you're switching out things that are not healthy for things that are healthy. For her trying to go completely healthy, eat clean, it ain't going to work. All that her brain is going to do is say, well, I don't know what the hell that was, but we still want the fast food. So bring it on up. Bring on the stuff that we really want. I don't know what that fuck shit was over there that you just tried to do to us, but we're going to crave the stuff that we want and we're going to keep at you until you give it to us. Just eat less. Instead of a double cheeseburger, get a Happy Meal. That's a slippery slope, Ophelia. True, you could eat less, but if you're used to eating large portions, if you eat that cheeseburger, then guess what? Your brain is still saying, well, that was a snack. Where's the rest of it? You're going to eat until you're satiated. You know, once you start on that path of like you got that taste in your mouth, you want more of that taste. You see? Like you start off like, I'll just have a little bitty candy bar. And the next thing you know, you're eating the whole candy aisle.
Meantime, do I think that her high blood sugar readings could be indicative of an infection? Yes. Do I know where that infection is? No. Will we know what that infection is? Only if she chooses to tell us. Until Foodie actually keeps that appointment with an in-person doctor, we won't know for sure. Until then, drop me a line in the comments and let me know what you think. I'd love to hear from you.
Well, that too, but I'm saying usually it goes down when I take my medicine, if you were listening. And usually when it doesn't, even though I take my insulin and metformin, it's indication that there's an infection, because when you have an infection, it can cause higher blood sugar.
By the way, Foodie, I got something to say before this video ends. You have been abusing your diabetic medications. You're abusing your insulin and you're abusing your metformin. You're not taking those for your diabetes. You're taking that to manage your B moments. So you can do those feeding requests and keep going without your blood sugar shooting so high you end up in the hospital. So you are misusing and abusing your medications for purposes not intended. That's why those medications are so important to you. You don't give a doggone about your diabetes. You care about getting those requests done to make more money. That's how I feel. So y'all, that's the video from Miss Sansza Cooks. Thank you, Sansza. Really appreciate it. Lovely video. Let me just go ahead and get out of here. All right. Y'all are probably not going to like me. We're going to watch Foodie's part of her mukbang, the McDonald's mukbang video. Don't yell at me. I don't like watching her eat, but I got things to say about her over-explaining, like da-da-da. I got stuff to say. That's why I'm watching it. So don't yell at me for showing her eating. I apologize if you have to watch her eat. I don't like it either. But she's talking bullshit. And I got to address the bullshit. So here she is doing this content, looking crazy with her little chicken hat. I don't know why she thought that was a good fashion choice, but whatever. Let's watch.
I got a better new kid on the block. Honestly, I feel like metal straws make everything colder. I don't know why.
Shut up.
There are dishes in the background, my lovelies, but do not worry. Do not worry. I made breakfast today. I was making some homemade potatoes, and so I have to do the dishes. This is Hunter sauce, sweet chili sauce. It's a limited edition sauce for
Nobody cares. Shut up and eat it.
my 4-piece McNuggets. Okay. Beauty bite. They're fresh and still hot.
No, they're not fresh. It's a McDonald's French fry. It came out of a bag, girl. They are not sitting at McDonald's cutting potatoes and putting them in the fryer. They came frozen out of a bag. What do you mean? They're fresh. Stop.
What more could we ask for? When McDonald's fries cross that threshold of not being so fresh, Now, one of my favorite things at McDonald's is a cheeseburger with extra onions and ketchup.
You got that budget meal, didn't you? You got that budget meal. Not that there's anything wrong with getting the budget meal, but I'm used to seeing you eat bigger portions. So where's the rest of it? You got a backup sandwich? A backup cheeseburger? Did you eat it already? Did you eat one off camera? If you did not eat another one off camera, you got the cheapest thing off the menu you could get, didn't you? That's what you did. You went for as cheap as you can possibly go. That's what you did, Foodie. You're like, man, that Big Mac costs too much. It ain't payday yet. I got to get the cheeseburger.
So that's what I'm having today. And a Diet Coke. Now I want to address something, my lovelies.
Uh-oh. Sansza, you know what? I know you just started this whole new personality that you borrow from somebody else. Can I just say I hate it? This is not you. This is not your personality. This is somebody else's personality. It's obvious it's somebody's personality. So please knock it off. It doesn't suit you. It's not you. Be yourself. Just be yourself. Whatever that is. You want to come on camera and be feral? Be feral. Be your natural self. Stop imitating other people. Talking like other people. It's weird. It's not you. Cut it out.
Let's try this new sauce first. Beauty bite. Sweet and spicy. All of you know that I have my channel demonetized
Yes.
a few months ago.
Uh-huh. You did. Because you're an idiot. Because although YouTube changed its policies well over 3 years ago, you had plenty of time to prepare, to scrub through your content, prepare for them to, start throwing the ban hammer. You didn't make a move. You had so much time. First, Amberlynn Reed she got put in the timeout corner. Then it was Quirky Love Rosie. You knew about that. You knew about the two of them being basically disciplined. Still, you didn't make a move. You didn't do anything. And then you put out that pizza video because you were testing the wind to see if they would do something. And then you did get in trouble. So I don't feel sorry for you. The policies were in place years ago, plenty of time, plenty of notice. You didn't do anything, so what happened, happened.
For talking about certain topics, while eating or not, and so that made you darlings, I don't know what to call you, you beezers, feel like,
Darlings.
confused a bit.
Darlings.
When it comes to eating food on camera. And the question I get asked is, actually, there seems to be a lot of uproar when I do a video of me eating or eating on camera. And I get asked, like, are you supposed to be doing this? Are you allowed to do this?
Well, first of all, you shouldn't be doing it. If you have an issue with food, you should not be doing it, regardless of if there's policies on YouTube or not. You shouldn't be doing it. You should not take an addiction and give it a job. You shouldn't monetize it. You shouldn't spotlight it and glorify it. No, ma'am. Has nothing to do with YouTube policies or Kick policies or Twitch policies. You just should not be doing it. If you got a problem with something, you don't make content making money off that something. You're not in recovery from it. You're not in a position where you're speaking from a place of someone who had a problem and now they're in recovery. They're getting on the other side. You're monetizing what's wrong with you. And you're looking for people to enable and fund your behavior. That's all. Should not be doing it, Foodie.
And the short answer is yes. I did talk to somebody at YouTube Creator Care.
Lies. Lies. That's a lie. Who? Give a name. Who'd you talk to? Because when you try to contact YouTube, you get like a bot response. Who'd you speak to? You didn't speak to anybody at YouTube. You don't have a direct number to them. Quit it.
To clarify a bit,
She chat GPT'd it. I bet you.
so when you're eating on camera, what you talk about and the context and the purpose really matters. For me, the purpose of these videos are to have a meal with you guys. You know, eating alone is boring. There's nothing to watch sometimes. Why not? There is an audience for this type of content because we're human beings. And
Fuck off. You stuffing your face and being gluttonous has nothing to do with I'm doing a mukbang because there are people out there that they want to feel like somebody's there for them when they eat a meal. Fuck off. That is not why you do mukbangs. You do mukbangs because you want to stuff your face and you want to get paid for it. And that's on point. The mukbang trend started in Korea. That's the origin story. It started in Korea. Over in Korea, it is normal for people to get together and eat together. It's like a community thing. And so some people would do live streams eating a meal because there are some people that couldn't be with their families or with their friends in order to eat with them. And watching people eat a normal meal made them feel less alone. That was the purpose of a mukbang. And then it came over to the Western world and became something entirely different. So you are not doing mukbangs the way they should be done. You're not eating a normal meal and like acting like you're in front of somebody like a friend and talking to them. So do not use the origins of mukbang as an excuse and a reason to be fucking gluttonous, bitch. Don't. Just don't.
Biologically, human beings, no matter what size and shape you are, need to consume food.
You don't have to consume that much food. And you as a person, if you're hungry, you do have the option to eat off camera. You don't have to eat on camera. You eating has nothing to do with a camera. You just choose to involve one. If you're hungry, eat off camera. That's all. You don't have to eat necessarily on camera, and you cannot look at YouTube and say, well, if you stop me from eating on camera, I'm going to sue you. Sue them for what? With what money? You're over there offering $20 cameo. Sit down, bitch. Please sit down. You're going to hurt yourself standing up. Sit down. What are you going to sue them for? I have the right to eat on camera. No, you don't. It's not a right. It's not a privilege. You can do it if they let you do it, but it's not an automatic right. Sit down. Sit the fuck down. Eating is a right. Well, eat off camera then, dummy.
There are still a lot of channels monetized on YouTube who do mukbangs.
And you know what? I have seen some of the mukbang channels be nice. Oh, I am being nice. I'm being very nice. You have no idea how nice I'm being to her right now, considering all the things she's done. I'm one of the nicer ones. You have no idea. Yeah, I am so not. I have actually, you know what, Lawnmower? I have been yelled at. Believe it or not, I have been yelled at for being too nice to Foodie. Do you believe that? People have gotten in the comments saying, why do you give her advice? Why are you being so nice to her? They want me to go full on and just like super saiyan on this woman. And sometimes I want to. And sometimes I do, but I can't go full throttle or else I get my channel taken away from me. But I've gotten yelled at for being too nice. I have. I am nice to Foodie, more than what she deserves sometimes.
And since I'm Foodie Beauty, I'm just trying to share with you guys what kind of stuff I'm eating.
Well, you know what? You don't have to share. And I've seen the other mukbang channels, and Chantal, you are like 10 years behind what they're doing. Like you are doing like 1990, 91 mukbang content. Everybody else is in 2026. when they do mukbangs, they have themes attached to their mukbangs, like different themed foods and like foods of certain colors, and they coordinate everything, the colors, the textures, everything is colorful, it pops, it looks appealing. Or there are mukbangers that focus strictly on the ASMR aspect, like the eating sounds, and the eating sounds are not unpleasant. They're very pleasant to listen to, you not so much. But like you're doing like 1991, ow booger, what are you doing? Come here. You're doing like 1991 mukbang content. Everybody else is like 10 levels above you. Some people even make some of the themed foods that they feature in their content. There's no smacking. I mean, there's no talking. There's no bitching about their life. Booger, what are you doing? You're being a booger. Rah, rah, rah. Ow. Come here. Being a booger. My booger's being a booger. She is being a booger. She's biting on me. She wants me to go to bed. I'm not going to bed yet. But like, this is lazy mukbang content. Oh, I'm just going to order a cheap $20 meal from McDonald's and I expect to make $200 off a video. No, you're not. You ain't going to make a bunch of money off this. There's no thought here. It doesn't look appealing. It looks ordinary. Mukbang videos, they look extraordinary now because they want to turn into what's called evergreen content. Y'all know what evergreen content is? Is when somebody does a video and after you post the video, you're getting views and money for it forever. Like people are always interested in it. Like you can post it 1 month and then 2 or 3 months or 2 or 3 years later, people are still watching it and it's still monetized. Booger, what are you doing? So like something like this, people are not going to watch it 6 months from now or 6 years from now. It's too boring. Like when people do videos, they want to do evergreen content where they're always making money off of it. To do that, you need to put thought and creativity in it to where anybody watching and be like, hey, I really like this content, and they want to watch the rest of your stuff. This ain't it.
So once in a while, I'll do videos like this. And what I really aspire to do actually on this channel is more vlogs, more cooking. Admittedly, I've been doing a lot of my cooking, like when I cook on Kick, another platform I stream on, which I have to say, it can be super challenging or juggling multiple platforms.
Shut up, bitch. It's not that hard. You got 3 different platforms. It's not that hard. What do you have to do all day? Don't talk to me. I have YouTube and I have another job that I spend hours at. And I can do stuff on YouTube and work that job. Don't talk to me. What are you doing all day? You can do an hour on one, an hour on another, and an hour on another. Done. You can work all the platforms. Hello, kitten. You can work all 3. You can make a video for one, post it, go do live streams on the other 2, and it won't take all day. And still have time for plenty of stuff to do for yourself. She thinks all day. Well, it might take her all day because she ain't got no energy. Psst.
But the Kick are usually longer streams. And the cooking segments do well with that. They're time consuming, you know?
Shut up.
Okay, let's try this burger.
It's so time consuming. My life is so hard. Booger, is there something you need? Or is she just being a booger? What are you doing? Y'all give me a minute. I think I know what's going on here. The queen wants me to freshen up her food. Pardon me while I freshen up the queen's food. Ma'am? What are you doing? Come here. Come here. What do you want? Oh, I see what the problem is. I see what's going on here. Come here. Here. All right. Y'all give me a second. I'm giving the queen more food. All right. You want some more food, Booger? Come here. Ow. Come here, Booger. Come here. Hey, why are you walking off the other way? Hey, ma'am. Hey. You're not making sense right now. Acting like you're hungry, and then you walk away from mother. There you go. All right, I think we're good. She just kept pawing at me like, what is the problem? And then I looked at her food bowl. I'm like, oh, I see. Oh, it wasn't completely gone, but almost. And I'm like, I see. It's time for another can. I see. Mother is her servant. Yes. She's good. She's going to go fatten herself up now.
I asked for extra onions. Read about it. So that's the purpose of this video. Just eat a meal with you guys.
You're so lazy. You are so lazy. You think that you can just order some cheap DoorDash and you're going to make a bunch of money off of that video. I'm so smart. I'll order DoorDash for like 20, 30 bucks. And then I'm going to post the video and I can make 3 or 4 times that. Good luck with that. Good luck.
That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Let's try the fries and the sauce. So, my pretties.
Oh, geez.
I got this hat at a market.
Yes, we know. We remember you getting the hat and then doing that creepy kitty content with your aunt. We remember. How could I possibly forget? It was just so stomach turning.
That's cool. I know I look crazy, but
Yeah, you sure do.
Crazy, crazy for feeling so lonely.
She did not just do that. She inserted a snippet of her singing to the mukbang video. What? Why? Why would you do this? What, honey? Come here.
what really can I say? Now, yeah, for breakfast, I made some homemade potatoes. these little fingerling potatoes. I cut them up very small. I can show you a clip here with some onions, paprika, turmeric, salt, pepper. Chef's kiss. Earlier today.
Chantal, why are you taking forever to eat that little teeny tiny cheeseburger? I've seen you wolf that down in like 3 bites. Why is it taking you so long? Hurry up and eat that shit.
So,
you know what? Thinking about it, if she's got McDonald's there and it's taken her this long to eat it, you know what that's telling me? She ate some stuff before she came on camera. Because if she didn't, she'd be ravenous. She'd be like tearing through that. She's telling on herself. The reason why she's eating so slow is because she probably ate a Big Mac and a double cheeseburger before she came on camera, and this is just a snack meal. That's all it is. It's just a bonus burger. Trying to be all dainty and shit on YouTube.
So I just wanted to clarify that. Explain for those confused. There's a movie coming out tomorrow that I'm so excited to see. It's called Passenger. May has been phenomenal for horror movies. Like, we have 4. Hokum, the first week. From the very spooky movie, Irish Folklore. From the
Nobody cares, and please shut up and finish your food.
week, we have Passenger. From the we have Passenger.
Shut up.
Entity, and they like can't stop them. I think I'm just gonna get a small popcorn because our theater has this like meal deal.
You know what this is? This is just straight up advertising. That was the true purpose of this video. It wasn't just to share a meal with people. It was advertising for her feedies. Like, hey, look, I'm eating McDonald's. And if you like this, pay me for some more of something else later. This is just straight advertisement.
It's like a large popcorn and a large drink.
Shut up.
Bottom ends up all dry. like butter.
Sitting there eating McDonald's, talking about food. And you know what? I'm done. I'm done with this nonsense. Who gives a damn? We saw enough, didn't we? Enough with this crap. Booger, what do you do? You are on one today. What is the matter with you? My cat keeps fucking with me. What? I don't know. She wants me to go to bed. No, I'm not going to bed right now, Mom. I am not going to bed. No. All right, so where are we going? I remember doing a retro react to Mr. Snowflake, and we got part of the way through, and I had a nasty headache and I couldn't do it all. So we're going to pick up where we left off. And this one is the Shattered Reality of Foodie Beauty, episode 3. So credit to Mr. Snowflake. We were like 23 minutes into an hour. So let's start from here.
Relationship. I feel like I have some trauma from it. Just wondering, I guess, if what I went through was something like that.
At this point, they'd been seeing each other for about 3 months-ish. So still super early for a relationship. And we've already gotten to, have any of you been in a relationship? Videos following, I'd hear her talking about, oh, we might be moving in together. And meanwhile, she's telling her audience stuff like this. And I've never heard a YouTuber say anything like this. Ever.
I just want to say, I don't want to scare you guys, but I need your help that if I know that you guys know my address, you don't have to send, please don't call the cops or anything, please. Let's just bees. But if I ever say, I want to give a sign, if I ever give a sign, that please call, okay? Okay. Safe word. What should it be though? Because I don't want to act.
This was the paperclip stream. That's what this was. I remember. She was like, if something ever happens to me, I can say a code word on live stream, and they came up with the term paperclips. You're saying this on a live stream that your supposed abuser can watch. Like you're making it into a joke. And here's where I find it disgusting. There are people in actual bad relationships that may actually have code words for people that they know in case they're in actual danger. And she's making that into a joke. Stop. Come here. You just being a booger tonight. What is the matter with you? Just being feisty. But she's making it into an actual joke. But this was the paperclip stream.
Accidentally say it one day. That's the problem. Has to be something we will not accidentally do, because calling authorities when they're not needed is very serious. Lavender sage paper clips. Yes.
No.
Okay, paper clips. So if I ever yell paper clips, you know why. Or if I just, I don't know. You know what I mean? I'll be like paper clips. Paper clips. I need to get paper clips from the store.
Foodie told the audience, if I ever say paperclip, call the police. But then, a stream or two later, she'd just be back online, kicking off with the audience and channels for not liking Dom.
Do I have to go strike channels for being... Seriously.
And somehow, her telling the audience, here's me code word in case I get mad, wasn't the maddest thing said in that live stream.
And he said one time, like, he said something really scary one time. He said, call the cops, because I like threatened the cops before. Like, call the cops. I have time to do before they get here. And he's right.
You know what's crazy? She didn't leave him after all this.
Or I can pass along a message now, apparently. Yes? Oh shit. Hold on a second. Chantal just came back home. I've got to go down. Hey, everybody. Sorry about that. Chantal's having some bit of an emotional day right now, and a bit of an emotional break-in right now.
Remember when I said between Amber and Foodie, neither more stupid than the other. They're both thick in their own separate ways.
I paid his rent.
Boy, did I get that wrong. Foodie has to be the dumbest lol cow I've ever covered or seen or anything. And I've made videos on Cyrax.
You'll never call the cops.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, what's the number?
I've come to realize that no matter who Foodie's with, it doesn't matter how poorly they treat her, she's never going to be the one to end the relationship.
Nope.
I just want to be loved. I just want someone to love me like they can't go without me.
She gave us a code word in case he said I can kill you before the cops get here. And she still didn't leave him. And guess what she did after telling us that? Have a guess. She rocked up on another live stream with Dom, united, them against the world.
Yeah.
Well, them against French fried girl.
It's very
It's not
simple.
your problem. You don't talk about me. Whatever who talk is not your problem.
Yeah.
If somebody something, you go yourself, idiot.
Just be gentle.
And I want you to leave me alone. Don't talk about me. You want her to be happy? Go talk to her. Don't talk to me. Don't talk about me.
So this person, Natter, is the one that she claimed was abusive to her. That he hit her so hard that she saw stars. That he grabbed her face, that he held her against her will in his house. Y'all are looking at her. Does she look scared to be around him? He's amped up right now. He's jacked up. No fear. Absolutely no fear with this man. No, it's not Salah. That's who you're hearing is Natter. She was getting off on this. Big time. Like she had this whole fantasy in her head. I'm a bad girl. You're a bad boy. It's us against the world, babe. Not scared. And he's angry. He's jacked up. And she's not scared while he's jacked up? Not even a little bit? No?
What a charming fellow he seems. Lovely, just lovely. Yes, Dom was in the background ranting and raving. Maybe they are perfect for each other. Ranting and raving about French Fried Girl, another YouTuber, because she dared speak out against Dom. She dared utter his great name. So anyway, on Dom's behalf, because he doesn't speak English very well, the one flawed and otherwise perfect man, Foodie, nearly said Amber there, Foodie was messaging French Fried Girl on his behalf.
Why are you lying about me? I know it's you. You said you don't know me, but you are spreading lies all over the internet about me. I will have you charged for harassment if you don't delete the videos of me. You said I knew your friend, and I never did. Your accusations are serious. This is people's lives you are messing with. And then she wrote, listen, when we found out about you, people started talking about you. I told your girlfriend what I heard about you and told her privately to protect herself. That's another thing, FFG. Our relationship is not your relationship. I think like you...
Okay, can I say something about that? And like people that are in my chat, I'm not one to say like this person or don't like this person. Some people like FFG and some people don't like FFG, and that's entirely your choice to like her or not like her, whatever the reason may be. But during this time, when this happened, Foodie was getting online and she was talking all kinds of stuff about he's abusive to me. Like the things she was saying were concerning, very concerning. I mean, for a minute, she had me fooled. Like when she started talking about the DV stuff, I don't like Chantal. She is a detestable woman. But if you've ever been through abuse, if you've ever been through DV or SA, you don't want that happening to anybody. And if you've been through DV, you know how dangerous that can get really, really fast. Like you can go from 0 to 100 like that. So Chantal was telling me stories about Natter. And FFG herself has been through severe DV. She was a DV victim herself. So here's Chantal coming online saying this stuff about Natter. And if you've been through that and you know how dangerous situations like that can get. You can lose your life. You can go from talking to the person and 5 minutes later you're like, holy shit. Like things just got dangerous. Things just got real. You don't want a person, even if someone as detestable as Chantal, to get hurt or lose their lives. So she reached out to Chantal and warned her for that reason. And I was modding for FFG back in the day, and I understood why she did it. She caught hell for doing that, but I understood why she did it. I understood the danger in the situation if it was real, how severe that is, how lethal it could be. And how did Chantal pay her back by doing this shit? So I understood her thinking. I understood her reasoning for doing it. If you've been through it, you don't want to see somebody else lose their lives. You know, like liking or hating someone be damned. When you see someone's in a potentially dangerous situation, you don't want to see it happen to them. Thank you, Real Melvin. Nader is the one she truly wants. True. Always has been. Salah is a rebound. If he's still around, I'll believe it when we see him. Great stream. Thank you very much. Not only is Salah is not so much of a rebound, he was a get back. It was to get back at Nader for rejecting her. Like, oh, I'm going to get with a younger guy. I'm going to give him everything that I gave you. You better come running after me. He was a get back. She liked the way that Salah looked, true, but she wasn't nearly as obsessed with Salah as she was with Nader. She was just doing it to get back at Nader. She was just trying to use Salah to make Nader jealous, and Nader doesn't care about Chantal, so why would he be jealous? But that's how I feel about this whole situation. It's not about me saying like FFG or don't like FFG. I'm just talking about the situation here. What's going on? That here's someone who's claiming to be a DV victim or in a situation that could be dangerous, and somebody else who's been through DV is saying, be careful. You don't know how dangerous he is. So just wanted to say that.
I don't know what it is. Like, it might remind you. I don't know what, but like, it's not, you need to worry about your life.
How dare you? French fried girl, messaging Foodie Beauty, telling her to protect herself. What gives you the right to do that?
Like, call the cops. I have time to kill you before they get here.
Carry on.
I've always said that your private life is not my business to talk about. I only talk about what she says about you. The address everyone has for you did not come from me either. It came from Kiwi Farms. No one ever showed that on YouTube. I used to be with a man just like you. He treated me like he took my money too. I left him. You are worse to Chantal than he was to me, and one day she will open her eyes. Until then, we are all watching Chantal, looking for the signs of a marriage. Yeah.
She's not the worst. She don't say one word about me.
Yeah. Everyone is watching. So yeah, exactly. I already said that I would never say these things on YouTube. I have not harassed anybody. So like the fact that I talk about him gives you the right to talk and add stuff. You know what I mean?
She nuts. Guess it gives French fried girl the right to talk about it. Gives anybody the right to talk about it? Yes.
Your girlfriend should stop talking about you. It's very simple. She can say, if it's my boyfriend, I can talk about him.
Wasn't your boyfriend though, was he?
No. We weren't ever like, I know I said like, yeah, we were official, but we weren't like official because
you were never official. If he was really your boyfriend, if it's really your man, why were you paying for all his shit? If you're with a man who loves you, you don't have to pay for all their shit. You're not fully supporting them. Girl, every time you go to their house, you had to pay an entrance fee. Excuse me? This is the guy that you were in love with? Doesn't sound like he was in love with you much. He made you pay.
Boom! Sucks to be you.
No, she doesn't know him, but she knows all about him and that he all his history, everything. Like, like give me a break.
Did you see me beat up somebody? Did you see me taking drugs?
How the hell did she go from baby, lovely quiet baby, to red flag man?
I can answer that. because she was with BB. BB was independent, had his own job, made his own money, had his own place, and then she got kicked out. So Foodie, I'm sure, decided after BB, well, I want to be with a guy that can't escape. And I'm making that YouTube money. So I'm going to create a situation of codependence with whatever man I'm with so they can't leave. She wanted to be with a codependent man versus an independent man. She didn't want that man in her life to have a choice to be with her or not, because if given the choice, they would choose not to be with her because they don't have to put up with her bullshit. But a codependent man might stay put. She wanted to trap a man with her. That's how we went from BB to Nader and Salah. Both situations were exactly the same. Finding a guy that was financially hurting, come forward like you're some great savior, get them hooked on the money and not having to do much for it, get them nice and cushy and comfortable. And then when they get really used to it, she can pull her bullshit and get away with it. That's why she doesn't want an independent man. She wants someone that depends on her for money. She wants that financial control.
Red flag man, hello, you've clearly got some anger issues. You need to just calm your tits. Foodie, you need to learn to stop showing your tits. Many people think what Foodie did next was on purpose.
You know what?
It's definitely on.
Mr. Snowflake, go the corner for that. Did you have to show that, sir? Sir, to the corner with you. Have you been talking to Goose Chuck? Are you in DMs with Goose Chuck? I think you are. Her and Bingo. There's a conspiracy here. I smell it.
On purpose.
This is the conversation. Can you see? All right. She's telling everyone over there, acting big and bad, that she told him to off. Let's see any of that. And do any of you see anything about telling anybody to off? However, that's her number. I showed her number. I'm so sorry. I actually showed her number. Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Yes, you did.
I showed her number.
She gave her number out to thousands of people on a live stream. And she gave French Fry Girl's number to Dom. She's either incredibly cocky or just stupid. I'll let you pick, Foodie. Do you want to be stupid or cocky? Like Morpheus? Which one you picking, Foodie?
That I didn't feel comfortable doing, like a position or something, and I was.
You know what? I did not pay Mr. Snow. Why do y'all think I have so much money? Bingo and Horse Chuck are over there saying that I'm sponsoring them. Y'all are saying that I'm sponsoring Mr. Snowflake. Mr. Snowflake has more money than I do, I'm sure. How am I bankrolling all these fucking people? What's wrong with you? I'm a little bitty YouTuber. I didn't get the money to sponsor all these people. They lie on my name. I don't like it.
I don't know. Anyway, just like shoved me, like he like punched my arm or something. And then like I was like, what? Did he like actually like punch my arm? Like, hang out. And then all of a sudden I just felt like something like he grabbed my face really hard and was like pinching it.
Lies. Lies, bitch. Where were the bruises on your face? We would have seen them. If we can notice your image in a barbecue grill knob, we would have seen a mark on your face. Believe it. There are tons of clip channels and archive channels and reaction channels. Why don't we have that footage? Because it doesn't exist. Because it never fucking happened.
Then he like flicked his cigarette at me. And then like I felt like something like hard in my face. I didn't see him hit me, but I feel like punched me in the arms a bunch of times. I hate to say like you guys are right about like whenever like, and then he like, I felt like just like he hit me in my face like so hard that I like fell back and like I was like crying, and then I felt like blood.
Lies. Absolute lies. I'm not saying I want that to happen to Foodie, but if it had happened, she would have turned on a camera immediately. She would have. She would have gone straight to her phone and said, look what happened to me. Because she wants to reinforce that victimhood mask. She lies. That never happened.
She didn't want to do a position she didn't feel comfortable with, so he pushed her.
Allegedly.
He grabbed her face, pinched her face really hard.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Punched her in the arm a bunch of times.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Hit her in the face, made her bleed.
Mm-hmm.
Allegedly.
If only somebody had warned Foodie what he was like. Maybe somebody like French Fried Girl. Maybe somebody like Pulpy. All the reaction channels, all your fans, everybody, family, friends, Peeps, everybody. So up until this point, full transparency, guys. Full transparency. Up until this point, I still felt something. Again, I don't think you can watch a woman being a allegedly, be saying that a lot, allegedly by a man or anybody, and not feel something. Foodie's nothing. She's not a thing to me, but I'm still like, ugh. I'm still seeing somebody, you know. So I felt something for her. However, all that sympathy, empathy from me empathy bone, all that gone after I heard her say this.
Actually got in a car accident. I was driving with him and I was bawling, distraught, because that was the day he was here and he was being so I was bawling because he was like being a and he was like, where's the lighter? And I was like looking at my purse for the lighter, and then like the car ahead of me, I didn't stop in time and I hit her. And I was bawling and she must have felt bad for me, and she was like, it's okay.
If Foodie wants to make poor decisions to up her excuse of her life, fill your boots, mate. Go nuts. But when her stupid decisions start negatively affecting innocent people, then get in the bin. Just, you've got no right to risk anybody else's safety. No right at all. A woman was driving the car. She hit somebody else's car. And I was thinking, oh, what if there was kids in the car? What if, well, anybody in the car, really. But, you know, what if there's a baby in the car?
Right.
You know what's mad? Even if she did hit a car with a baby in it and kill the baby, she'd still have fans. The fans who support her now would still have supported. Well, why was the baby in there? It was late. Should have been asleep in its cot. How many times had reaction channels? Everybody. I was thinking of Pulpy specifically. How many times had he warned her about distracted driving? And everybody. But how many times had she been told about distracted driving? And I've no doubt she was high as a kite as well, because every time she went over to Dom's, every time she saw him, there were beesing. They were beesing together. So I've no doubt she was high as a kite. Can't prove that, just like I can't prove the cyst in a dryer. Oh, did I mention that again? Sorry. Like reaction channels, and I'm thinking of Pulpy specifically because I just watched a clip of him unhappy with her driving. Pulpy's not pretending to be appalled when Foodie's not paying attention to the road. She could have killed somebody. She hit somebody else's car. Ugh. You cannot risk anybody else's safety because you're a moron. Just can't do it. Just because she's so pathetic. She's desperate for any man to show her any attention that this alleged scumbag does. And that's good enough for her? And it's risking other people's lives? Not good, Foodie. Me and you are going to fall out, mate.
There are like naked video, like there are videos because I caught him like recording without me knowing about it once.
Lies. Oh, I'm sure he's recorded her without her knowledge, but I'm sure there are other videos that he did have full knowledge. Because she used to get all dolled up do the get ready with me things for the audience, put on the makeup, put on the lotion on her chest, and put on the body spray and pack a bag with her lingerie. So I have no doubt she's done quite a few videos with Natter that were with consent, with full knowledge. And he's holding on to them. We may never see them, but I'm sure they exist. And she wanted to do corn videos. Of course, look at her now. She's still doing the adult content. Still. Some in front of the camera, some behind.
So I just kind of like, well, it's kind of sexy, you know. But he's like, I'll delete them right now if you want. Like, he acts like, you know what I mean? But I don't know.
Absolutely embarrassing. And how many other women has he done this with? Allegedly. If he did it with her. My lawyers have told me to say. And I know Foodie's going to use a line of, well, it takes people on average 8 times to leave a... No. Shut up. Stop. You knew exactly what he was from day 1. Day 2, he's dangerous. Day 3, he's dangerous. He's a red flag. By week 1, he sounded like the worst person I've ever had any interaction with. He sounded horrendous.
And I got something to say about when she was using that as a defense, saying it takes between 8 to 10 times for someone who's living with an abuser to leave that person. Most of the time, the reason why it takes 8 to 10 times, it's not just because of emotional reasons. The person in question who's with the abuser, they have nowhere else to go. They have no friends or family to move in with. They don't have any money. They don't have any resources. They may be absolutely terrified that if they try to go somewhere, that person's going to find them. And if they find them, what's going to happen then? They may feel like, I have no protection. I don't know where I can go to hide without being found out. Foodie's situation is different. Every time that she saw Natter, she saw him by choice. She had her own car. She had her own home. Natter didn't even have a car or a license at the time. So every time she saw him, she had to go to him or have an Uber for him to come to her. It wasn't like she depended on him for money. She was the one giving up the money. And all she had to do, if she wanted to break away from him, was stop talking about him, stop seeing him, and stop giving him money. So she was not in a no way out, no way back situation. Hers was completely by choice. So she tried to use that as a defense. It takes between 8 to 10 times for a victim to get away from the abuser. Fuck you. You could have gotten away anytime you wanted. You just didn't want to. Whereas other people simply don't have a choice because they're scared. And they don't have the means or the resources to get away and escape fully.
So don't give me this nonsense of, oh, it takes people... No, you knew exactly what he was like. You weren't trapped. You had the power to leave. You had the independence to leave. You had the financials to leave. You had support from thousands of people. You didn't wake up one morning after years and years and think, oh my God, I'm in a relationship. How did I let that happen? You didn't wake up after months or weeks. It was straight away. You knew what he was like.
Okay, to answer your question, Katie, do you think money is really running out for Foodie? The feedies and the members are getting bored. I think people are getting bored. I think she's got a group of feedies behind her that are bankrolling her. I don't know how much they're bankrolling her, but considering the fact that Foodie is a severe addict of so many things, of food, of party favors, like she is now at a point where her habits are unsustainable. Like the more you give her, the more she needs the following month. So how much money can these people give her? Just her alone, her expenses are expensive. Well, like into the several thousand. And then if you add in the sugar babies and how much they require, like her giving money to Salah, if she's still talking to him, and the money to Natter. That's why she's constantly begging, grifting. It's not just money for her. It's money for her habits, and it's money for that she needs for the men in her life to stay quiet. It's shut up money. The money that she's giving Natter, the groceries, that's shut up groceries. That's shut up money. Same thing for Salah. Don't talk about me. Don't reveal my dirt. In return, I'll give you shut up money. So she needs to get that shut up money from somewhere. And she goes to her Beezers for that shut up money. And she makes up new scams and new grifts to get it out of them. So the Beezers are not just supporting her. They're supporting 2 other people as well, and her habits. And that whole system is unsustainable. She needs too much. They need too much. How long can this go on? Truly. I mean, there's only so much money that people can give. And there's going to be a point where they either run out or they're burnt out and they're like, I'm not going to give anymore because it's never enough and it's never ending.
This didn't creep up on you. You knew exactly what he was. So if you use that line, it takes people, in your BMI voice, it takes people 8 times. There's a reason, instead of Olympics or whatever I was going to call it, there's a reason I've called this episode Pathetic.
Okay, people keep asking me, like, are we official? What does that mean? That's a title. So we should just say yes right now, right? Official.
This was her like trying to trick him into saying that she was his girlfriend. That's what she's doing right now. She's talking to Natter and she's trying to be conniving and like try to use the fact that she's got a live stream going, like having other people there to trick him into saying that she was his girlfriend. Because she wants to hear it. She wants validation. I am your girlfriend. Claim me. This was her way of trying to trick him into claiming her. Girl, if you have to trick a man into claiming you, you're not really claimed. Because even if you poke at him, even if you prod at him, even if you persuade him, even if you manipulate him to say, I'm your girlfriend, just to shut you up, even if he says, yeah, you're my girlfriend, if he doesn't mean it in here, it means nothing. You understand? If he doesn't feel it in his heart, it means nothing. You aren't really his girlfriend. He's got to feel it in here, or it means Jack Diddley. You know, it's just, if it ain't real, it ain't real. But let's go back just a little bit.
You didn't wake up after months or weeks. It was straight away. You knew what he was like. This didn't creep up on you. You knew exactly what he was. So if you use that line, it takes people, in your BMI voice, it takes people 8 times. There's a reason. Instead
I love that.
Olympics or whatever I was going to call it, there's a reason I've called this episode Pathetic.
Okay, people keep asking me, like, are we official? What does that mean? That's a title. So we should just say yes.
Like, people are asking you for official. What does that mean? Like, she doesn't know. She knows. I'm confused. I don't know what they're saying. What do they mean, Natter? Shut up. You know. You're just trying to get something out of him. Be quiet.
That's right now, right? Official. We're a couple. We're in a relationship, right?
Yeah.
He's not sure if
And you know she's going to come out with, he's victim shaming.
You know what? I bet part 2 is going to be victim shaming because I can tell the tone. He's just listening to haters as his like credible sources of information. Please, it's all crap.
He's victim shaming. No, I'm not. I'm just stupid shaming. Big difference, Mariam.
Well, you know, I'm not about victim shaming, but I am all about that life of fake victim shaming. I'll do that all day long in my sleep. I don't care. If you claim to be a victim and you're not, you ain't been through nothing, I'll shame you all day long for lying. I'll shame a liar. I ain't got no problem with that.
I just fucking left him at the pharmacy with his fucking STD prescription. Like, I literally just left him at the pharmacy with no phone. He has my bank card, but I locked it before I left. Oh my god! Like, I was gonna pay for his.
Wait a minute. What'd you say? Please go back. I want to hear that again. The part about the bank card. Did y'all catch that? She said, I left him with the medication, blah, blah, blah. The part about he's got my bank card and I locked it before I left. What is he doing with your bank card? Why does he have access to your bank card, ma'am?
I'm not. I'm just stupid shaming. Big difference, Mariam.
I just fucking left him at the pharmacy with his fucking STD prescription. Like, I literally just left him at the pharmacy with no phone. He has my bank card, but I locked it before I left.
That's what I thought you said. I left him with my bank card, but I locked it before I left. But why does he have it in the first place? Why does he have access to your account?
Oh my god! Like, I was gonna pay for his gonorrhea medication. Oh my god! Like, oh my god.
Where to start here? Dom screamed in Foodie's face because who cares? Who cares? He does it all the time. Who cares? Screamed it in her face, so she left him at the pharmacy. Red Flag Man was seeing other women, caught an STD. Foodie got up early to drive him there and to pay for his medication. God, every time I think, all right, that's the stupidest thing she's ever going to do. Please, sir, let me pay for your medication. Here's my bank card. Oh, would you like a new iPhone? Here you go.
Is it locked with like a face? So this phone will be garbage, but it's my phone.
Would sir like some new shoes?
Why are you gonna steal them when I'm gonna, like, I'm paying, you're not paying, what do you care?
The only way a Foodie could keep Red Flag Man around was to pay for everything, be his sugar mama. Did I use that right?
And think about her in the Middle East with Salah. She paid for everything. And I remember her doing live stream where she's like, yeah, I'm a sugar mama. Isn't it sexy? Like, she was very proud of herself for being a sugar mama and paying for the men in her life. She thought it was hot. She thought it was a thing to do. Like, it's so sexy that I'm a sugar mama. Girl, shut up. You're an idiot. They saw you coming a mile away. Be quiet.
I need that money for rent because I'm not paying it anymore for you. Especially when I'm supporting you.
I can't believe she ever thought, we're in love. Oh, please let me pay for your STD medication. I don't know why I've made her British. What's the appeal? What's the appeal of Dom?
Can you imagine a coffee table conversation between those two? Hey, Natter, we should get together. We should be in a relationship. You've got germs. I've got germs. You've got infections. I've got infections. We've got so much in common. Between us, we're just one big petri dish. Just all that funkiness together. Let's just be in a relationship with one another. I mean, why not? We've got so much of a connection through our germs. You're a cook. I've got plenty of dough. Hey, I see possibilities here. We can make it happen.
Yeah, he can cook, and that's about it.
So that's it. He can cook. So I'm going to microwave. You wouldn't fall in love with that if it said nice things to you. Maybe Foodie would. Can microwaves talk yet? I don't know. Sounds like something that's a thing.
I mean, I've heard of, like, getting yeast infections from being, like, not clean, but gonorrhea. I don't know. That's like...
Foodie man! What planet are you living on? He told her, if you've got an STD, it's not because I've been cheating. It's because you're, help us out, lady parts are dirty. Oh, what a master manipulator he is. Is he? Or are you just a bit...
So Nat, when Natter gave her an STD, he gave her gono. And then when she was screaming at him about that, he told her, oh, you caught it because you're dirty. And she bought it. She believed him. She really believed that lie, that it came from her just being clean, unclean and very dirty.
Oh, I missed me head there. So you know what she did? She bought perfume for a... I should have went with lady parts. Dom was having relations. Nice way of putting it. Dom was having relations with other women. Foodie knew this, and she carried on also having her relations with him. So what do you think happened?
Listen, he gave me gonorrhea in my throat, you
Because I've honestly been...
Stop. He gave her gono in the throat. I don't know if y'all caught that. But he gave her gono in the throat. Ew. And that situation above her lip right now, that is a pipe burn. It looks rather nasty, doesn't it? Looks really bad. Chantal, if that was a pipe burn, how high were you to make that happen? You must have been really freaking high smoking out of a pipe to get a burn that looks like that. Because that looks like it hurt. That looks bad.
very honest about my struggles. I mean, I've told you about my friggin' addiction. I've told you I have gonorrhea. I don't know how much more open I can be. So what's the deal with gonorrhea?
What's the deal with gonorrhea? Are you trying out for a stand-up career? What? What's the deal with gonorrhea? Hey, what's the deal with airplane food? Foodie man! Stop trying to find reasons why he didn't plow this time. Why he didn't plow with the women.
An STD means it can only be transmitted by sex, right?
Foodie man. Sexually
I'm sorry. She said it was a shaving cut. No. She can't say that. Because all of us OGs back in the day, we remember what she used to shave with. She had one of those men electric razor things. You can't cut yourself with one of those. That is not a razor cut. Because if it had been like a razor cut, like blades are like one sharp, thin line. Not like all that, okay? So she's a liar. That's not from a razor blade. That's from something else, ma'am.
transmitted disease. You can only get it through sex, right? No, you can get it through holding hands too tight. What? I have got here. The clinic called. They swabbed my throat and I came back positive for the STD. I have a lot of mixed emotions. I'm going to be taking an antibiotic. Just one pill, apparently. I feel confused. I'm not sure where this came from. He denies any cheating, and I know I didn't. And without proof, what can I do? Fuck off. You can't be this dumb. You can't. She always says, dumb. He was able to trick me. He's a master manipulator. He's so smart. Is he? Or is it just you being so thick?
Anyways, I'm not trying to defend my choices. Yes, I'm stupid.
I bet I could get Foodie to believe anything I wanted. Absolutely anything. Mr. Cardigan and Dweeb Flake aren't the same person. It's two separate people. Oh, hello, Dweeb Flake.
Mr. Snowflake.
Oh.
What are we watching today, Mr. Snowflake? Mr. Cardigan?
Oh, I'm just making a video about Foodie Beauty.
Foodie Beauty, yes. Isn't she the one who provided a fake alibi to her boyfriend so people wouldn't believe that he was a rapist?
Yes, Snowflake. Yes, it is. With these big videos I make, I like to end them on something big event. The whole episode's been leading to something that's massive.
Okay.
I don't think it gets much more massive than this. A woman filmed herself in a car.
Okay.
I won't play.
Hey, trigger warning. Like I haven't seen this episode in a while. I didn't know this was here. But trigger warning, this has to do with May Anderson and what happened with her and Natter. So Natter assaulted her, allegedly. I have to say allegedly. But this has to do with the incident with May Anderson and justice for May. So just trigger warning for anybody in the audience who's been through something similar. Just want to let you know what was going to be happening, what was going to be said before it's said.
But filmed herself in her car, really, really upset, crying, accusing Dom of SA. Plenty of people won't believe the woman accusing Dom. Plenty of people will. I know one person who believed the woman when it happened.
She needs to call the cops. I hope she's doing okay too. I can't even imagine somebody especially somebody so vulnerable. I just want to puke. I don't know. He just said that it was one of his fans and that she was a 70-year-old woman, and he was she's just mad. He said she's just mad at me because she wanted to have sex with me and I said no. And she threatened to say that stuff or something like that. You're already setting it up in my mind because he would say, I already told you about this. No, you told me your fast ass version of it, which doesn't make any sense. And your screenshot actually makes you look worse. Showing that you talked to her on video for 14 minutes about what? Oh my God, I hate myself right now. Seriously. You're right. If he told you before she came out video, then he was already in damage control. Yeah. Because the way he had admitted, she said she was gonna threaten this. So I was surprised by the allegations. Yeah, I was shocked. But a part of me was why is it so easy to believe? Because he's that because I know deep down he's probably that type of person. Well, now we know he is.
I don't even know what to say. I am beyond disgusted and horrified and overwhelmed at all of this information coming to forefront, i.e. Red Flag Man. My heart hurts for the poor woman who came forward and revealed what horrible things were done to her. I am so sorry this happened to you, and I am so sorry for asking to see proof that this was all not true, because it chills me to the bone to think that someone I gave so much of, myself too, could ever do something like this. I am cancelling my trip. I am buying a new CPAP today, and I am done. I know it was said legal action was in the works.
And it's even more disturbing, this all happened a while ago. And she knew about this. And what happened, y'all? She came back to Canada. She continued to see him. We saw New Year's Eve, she was riding around and she went to go see a friend that she hadn't seen in 3 years, drove to that person's house with the live stream going, said, I'm just going to walk up to this person's door. I'm not going to even call first to make sure that they're home or they want to see me. I'm just going to go there. She left the live stream going on in the car. Why not take the phone with you? And then we saw the footage from Natter where clearly it was Chantal on the floor on her hands and knees with the green shirt across the floor. So this person, Natter, who's been accused of this, even years after the fact, you're going to continue to see him and you're going to buy him groceries. And a lot of them, you're supporting this person. You are buying them groceries. You are giving them financial support. Okay.
I am relieved. The trip Foodie was talking about there was her and Dom were meant to be going to Toronto. Obviously, wasn't happening now.
I honestly feel like just if I don't go to Toronto, I lose half the money for the hotel.
What's that?
So let rewind. Rewind.
Just if I don't go to Toronto, I lose half the money for the hotel.
What's that?
So she went with him anyway. Here are the pictures.
The woman who accused Red Flag Man said he had this pill bottle. He was drinking out of a pill bottle. Foodie said, yeah, he had that pill bottle.
He bought something before, like we got something before, like I don't know, he had something that was like around the time that we were doing all that bad stuff. It was like in a bottle, but like it was liquid.
The woman also said he used this phrase with her, which Foodie said, yeah, he also used that phrase with her.
Yeah, he has said like pound pussy. I've heard him say that. Yeah.
Foodie asked Dom for proof this didn't happen. And Dom wasn't interested in showing the proof.
When I asked him for proof that he didn't give me any. I said, show me proof. Even saying just to bait him to do it. Show me right now the entire conversation. And if you're innocent, I'll come over right now and I'll friggin', like.
Anyway, Dom couldn't have done it according to Foodie.
He said he didn't want to meet her or he couldn't meet her or something because like we were together. Like we were together like pretty much the whole time. So I don't know where he would have had time to.
Okay. The woman flew in on the 17th, stayed at the airport on the 17th. 18th, stayed the whole day, had a hotel room, and then left on the 19th of October, 2021. Foodie streamed on the 17th. No sign of Dom. She streamed on her own. No sign of him in the background or anything. She streamed on the 18th for nearly 6 hours. Guess who wasn't in the video or in the background making noise, anything? Just on her own again. And then she deleted the streams. Maybe for different reasons, I don't know. But it's very suspicious. When you say I was with him the whole time, people go, your streams prove you weren't.
Right. So that's probably why she deleted the streams. Because the streams proved she wasn't with him the whole time. And she knew that. Like her defense was, I was with him the whole time. The streams prove otherwise. So got to get rid of the streams.
What streams? Okay. Anyway, there's no way he did it because he had proof that he didn't do it.
But he said he had all the conversation between them to prove that he didn't go. But I asked him to send it to me and he just was like, you really believe that? I said, I just want to see it. If you have nothing to hide, send me the proof. And he just hung up on me. So.
Oh, well, that's not suspicious at all, is it? I've got proof. I've got loads of proof. Can I see it? Hello? Dom, you've gone, mate. Hello?
He didn't deny going to the hotel.
He didn't deny going to the hotel.
But he said he had all the conversation between them to prove that he didn't go.
He didn't deny going to the hotel.
October 17th, the night she was at the hotel, I was at Dom's. So no, he did not meet up with her, and that is why she is salty. I'm not making excuses for what happened in our relationship, but falsely accusing someone of is beyond serious and disgusting. Are you listening, Amber? Okay, so she was definitely with him. He couldn't have gone to the hotel. Got it.
They had a meeting, unbeknownst to me.
Wait, I thought he didn't go to the hotel. Now he's having meetings with her.
He did lie to me about that. He didn't tell me that he went to see her at the hotel. He never told me that, ever.
He didn't tell her that he went to the hotel. But why would he need to tell her? if she was with him the whole time?
Right.
I don't know.
Now, that sounds funny, doesn't it? If you were with him the whole time, then how do you know where he went, what he did? He's telling you, I've got proof that I wasn't there. And she's saying, show it. And he can't. So Chantal started off in a place of like, I feel bad for this woman, blah, blah, blah. And then she flips to, she shouldn't be making up accusations that are false. But you were with him the whole time, right, Chantal? Right? That's what you said. I was with him the whole time, even though there were live streams back to back to back. Lots of time that you weren't with him. So he could have been doing anything.
Or if he did it or not. All I know is that his behavior right after it apparently happened was completely normal.
It's just yesterday we were talking about like getting married. Like, do you want to marry me? I said yes.
You're a fucking liar. He would never talk to you about getting married. You had to buy your own engagement ring. He never wanted to marry you.
And prove to me you love me. Crawl on your hands and knees.
What?
Naked.
Hold on. What is this? Let's hear that again.
Was that his behavior right after it apparently happened was completely normal.
It's just yesterday we were talking about like getting married. Like, do you want to marry me? I said yes. And prove to me you love me. Crawl on your hands and knees. Naked.
Stop right there. Stop. So he was. So they were talking about marriage, and he's telling her, if you want to be with me, you have to crawl on your hands and knees naked across the floor. You want to show your devotion to me? You want to be with me? Crawl on your hands and knees across the floor naked. Yeah, he really sounds like he wants to be in a relationship with you, putting you through a humiliation ritual like that. That's the guy you want to be with, Foodie? That's you have to prove your love to me by humiliating yourself.
Kiss my feet. I didn't want.
Hold on. I'm sorry, I got to hear that again.
With her.
He did lie to me about that. He didn't tell me that he went to see her at the hotel. He never told me that, ever.
He didn't tell her that he went to the hotel. But why would he need to tell her if she was with him the whole time? I don't know if he did it or not. All I know is that his behavior right after it apparently happened was completely normal.
It's just yesterday we were talking about like getting married. Like, do you want to marry me? I said yes. And prove to me you love me. Crawl on your hands and knees. Naked. Kiss my feet. I didn't want to do the crawly thing, so no. But I did, yeah. I kissed his feet.
He's very horny for a man who's just been accused of rape, isn't he? What the hell's that about? Oh, this woman's just said I her. Can you kiss me feet real quick? Eh? What? Oh, is this real, man? Crawl on the floor and kiss me feet. And she did? What the... See why this episode's called Pathetic now. I know I'm being a bit silly, but in all honesty, Dom isn't the type of guy to do that to a woman.
I didn't feel comfortable doing like a position or something, and I don't know, anyway, and just like shoved me, like he like punched my arm or something.
Oh yeah, I forgot he allegedly.
Oh, and by the way, yes, there was a picture that circulated around. A lot of channels have already shown it, of Foodie kissing Natter's feet. I've seen the picture. I've shown it here. she was in her happy place. Let's put it that way. When you look at the picture, she couldn't be any happier. Like, she did not look disgusted to kiss his feet. She looked like she was like, you couldn't make her any more blissful. Like, she was happy to kiss those feet.
Punched Foodie when she wouldn't do this thing. But to be fair, I mean, that's Foodie's known to lie. And
Hold on a second. Let's recap and let's review. This man that Foodie is obsessed with, she's accused him of physical harm. She has said that he prefers to do intimate things that are very uncomfortable. To prove her love, she'd have crawl naked across the floor and kiss his feet. He's accused him of so many things, and yet this is the guy she's still obsessed with, still buying groceries for, still sneaking off to go see. This one. This man who's never professed his love for Chantal. Absolutely hooked on him. Like, the more he says no to her, the more she wants him to say yes. This is the guy that she's totally wrapped around and she's so in love with, she can't stand it.
that's only her account. It's not like there's written proof that he's a danger to women. You f***ed your name when you hit me. Do you understand? Do you understand you hurt my cat and now she hates you? Do you understand all the money I've given you? Do you understand you have anger problem? We can't be together. I need to focus on myself. You need to take responsibility.
Okay, stop right here. So Nader hurt BBJ. That's something I don't know if people know in here, but he did. He hurt BBJ. And you know what? Foodie always takes her attitude with things based on whoever she's with. If she's around a guy that doesn't like animals, suddenly she doesn't like animals and she won't care for animals. If she's around a guy that loves animals, suddenly she loves animals. So right about the time that she was seeing Nader, that's when she really started neglecting her animals real bad. Like, oh, you don't like animals and I don't care either. But yeah, Nader kicked BBJ. I'm sorry, Nirvana. But this is the guy she's in love with. This is the one that she wants to be with. And if Nader ever wanted to be with Chantal, and if she had to walk away from everything, including her pets, she'd do it in a heartbeat. If he says, I don't want this animal in the house, she'll get rid of the cat. Just to make him happy, just to be with him.
For yourself now. That's Foodie's message to Dom, and Dom replies, I will, and I will take my right. If you don't call me and fix what you did, so you are my enemy forever. Delphine number 2. Delphine number 2. Oh yeah, I forgot he allegedly a woman. Look, I know she's mentioned violence with Dom, but she's never talked about SA type violence.
Okay, just a little context. Who is Delphine? For those who are wondering, who is Delphine? Delphine was Nader's ex-girlfriend. And Delphine is no longer with us. She passed away. I saw pictures of Delphine. Delphine could have been Foodie's twin. Looked a lot like her. Like they looked very, 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 very similar. But Delphine passed away. She's no longer here. I don't know what she passed away from, but she's no longer here. But Delphine and Foodie looked eerily similar. Like they could have been sisters. So that's who Delphine is, his ex-girlfriend.
Like, okay, so what's her face said, the person in this case said that the minute he got in the hotel, he shoved her on the bed. Give me your kitty. Number one, I've never known him to be like that. Like, he never just like shoved me and like, okay, take it, you know, like, no, and not unless it was consensual in that way. No. He did do things that made me uncomfortable and like really pushed my boundaries and didn't respect them a lot, but I didn't feel like I really evaluated the situation, what happened between us sexually, and I decided to go with it. It wasn't sexual assault for me because it just really didn't feel like sexual assault in my, like, it felt more just like we were drunk and just being like pushy and stupid, you know?
What did you say? I decided it wasn't sexual. Say it again.
He did do things that made me uncomfortable and like really pushed my boundaries and didn't respect them a lot, but I didn't feel like I really evaluated the situation, what happened between us sexually, and I decided to go with it. It wasn't sexual assault for me because it just really didn't feel like sexual assault in my, like, it felt more just like we were drunk and just being like pushy and stupid, you know?
Her story has more holes than Swiss cheese. She's full of Obviously, I hope nothing did happen, but I really just, she wants attention from this. Otherwise, she would not be, I'm going to lead up in this and I'm doing videos. She wouldn't be doing that. Sorry. He's a lot of things. And yes, he was in a lot of ways. But
you know what, Foodie? If somebody's a victim of something, you do not get to decide how they choose to speak out and what they say. If somebody's a victim of something, they have the right to use their voice and speak out against the hurt that was done to them. Period. Like, you're a fake, phony victim, and you decided to come online and make up stories about what allegedly happened to you that never fucking happened. So you picked a platform and you made up stories for attention, to make content, to make money, and you made a shit ton of money off the community, off your beezers. You made thousands and thousands of dollars. The topic of DV and SA was so profitable for you that you mentioned it many, many times over, and you probably still haven't shut your mouth about it. I bet that you have hooked some of your beezers to you by claiming to be a victim. They feel sad and sorry for you. Oh, you're a victim of DV and so was I, maybe, and this is why I'm giving you money, when it's all bullshit. I'm not saying you never haven't been hurt. I don't know. But Nader did not even do half the things that you claimed he did, because you keep changing your fucking stories. Every single story has 3 or 4 different endings, when the truth stays exactly the same. It doesn't change. It changes when it's a lie and people start questioning the lies and picking them apart. And then you got to change it to make it sound more believable. So if you can get on YouTube and talk your bullshit and tell your lies, then a victim has the right to tell their fucking actual truth. Bitch.
not to that degree. So I don't know. I'm like, why did you go? He's like, I shouldn't have gone. I'm like, you should not have gone to that hotel at all. At all. Yeah, it's not going to look good for him too either, because all of my stories. I'm not victim shaming May. I'm not saying nothing happened. I don't know. You guys don't love him. I've seen his good side, and I fell in love with him for a reason.
So basically, when she wants to be in a relationship with Dom, didn't do it. That woman's a liar. And when she's hating him, yeah, maybe he did it. We don't know, do we? She's nice. You enjoying the video?
Apparently after, like, she sent messages. Apparently after the day that it happened, according to her, she's messaging him, accusing him of rejecting her, and she's gonna, like, go after him and all this other. So, like, she's just, like, her credibility to me is just, like, if you want my opinion on the situation, that's my opinion. To me, she's just a crazy old woman looking for clout, and that's my opinion. There's more holes in the story than Swiss cheese. I want the truth too. I was there. I'm gonna prove it. I actually proved it. I showed you the food I made for him. I'm pretty sure we filmed video, and then he had plans or something. I don't even know. I don't remember. I'm so grossed out. If they did anything, I'm grossed out. Obviously, denial. I don't want to. I don't want to.
But hold on, you just told on yourself. If they did something, but you claim that you were with him the whole time. So how can there possibly be an if? There's an if when you weren't around and you didn't know, right? You did hours of live streams where he was not there, right? So why are you saying if you're with somebody 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, you got your eyeballs on them, there's no possible way that they have free time to do something else, then there is no if. There can't be an if. But there's an if you don't know and you weren't around. Right?
Think that I would ever love someone like that could do that. I can't. You came home and cooked and later went back to his house. You said he had a date. Really? We don't know what happened. You know what I mean?
She's bang on. She's right. We don't know what happened. So why is she coming on here saying this woman's lying? Why are you mocking this woman?
I'm going to lead up in this and I'm doing videos.
The case is in the court now while I'm filming this. So we don't know what the outcome is yet. What if the outcome is, yes, he's found guilty of that. Foodie's then going to be on camera officially mocking an SA victim? Is that the worst thing that we see? Mocking an alleged SA victim? Tell me that's the worst it gets. Comment below. Does it get worse? She set up his YouTube channel. She introduced him to the audience. And he met this woman because of his YouTube channel. Great job, Foodie. Another smart decision.
Yeah, and on that note, Mr. Snowflake, so rewinding the clock a bit, Chantal starts seeing Natter, and almost immediately the red flags start popping up. According to her, he was abusive, right? Like doing all these things. So, you know, she's around this dude, and he's already putting out the red flags. But rather than walk away from him, what does she do? She decides to make an entire YouTube channel for this man and film the content and make the thumbnails, integrate herself into his life as much as possible for the sake of manipulation and control. She's trying to kind of coerce him into a relationship, which he does not want. But knowing how he is around women, she makes a YouTube channel for him, which does what? It exposes him to more women. So if you're around a guy that is not good, why would you put him on a platform in front of other women where he can be exposed to other women and talking to other women? Why would you do that? If you know he's an abusive guy, why would you put him in front of women and encourage him to talk to other women and get money from other women? Have women emailing him and DMing him? Why would you do that? Why would you expose more women to a bad man? And she said, to this day, she says, I didn't bring him to YouTube. Oh, yes, you did. You brought him to YouTube. You created a channel under your flagship channel. It was under your Google AdSense, dummy. You got the money. You filmed the content. You made the thumbnails. You encouraged your beezers on your flagship channel to join up on his channel and have contact with him. And there's a great many people in your audience that are women, not men. It wasn't men talking to him. It was mostly women. Why would you do that? Why? If he's a bad guy and he's abusive, why expose that to other women? Why put him in front of other women to talk to? It makes no sense, does it? If you know that somebody's potentially dangerous, why expose a woman to that?
He was a danger, he was a red flag, he was aggressive. I know, I'll set up a YouTube channel and introduce him to more women.
Right.
Mint. Well done. So I don't know if he did it or not. I guess that's not my job. That's the court's job. It's definitely not my job. My job's a lot easier. I just have to figure out, did Foodie lie about this to protect her dealer? Yeah. Right, we've come to the end. I think we could all deal with it ending there. After the last episode, I needed a bit of a break from Foodie's face, so I made videos on the second channel, on Under the Hood. Go subscribe. I made videos. What did I make? I made cat news. I just made silly stuff that was nice. Although I made a video on O.J. Simpson as well. Imagine making a video on O.J. Simpson. That's my break from Foodie Beauty. What's going on?
I'm not having a break this time. I've started on episode 4 already because from the looks of it, I need to finish the series before she dies.
Before I go, I need to thank some YouTube channels. Meandering Thoughts, so many clips from that channel I used. Without that channel, I wouldn't have an episode 3. So thank you very much, everybody. Pop over, subscribe, all that stuff. Yeah, there wouldn't have been an episode 3 without that channel. Barbecue Chicken as well. I watched a lot of to catch up on the law. Just saying, really helpful for that as well. Yeah. So thanks to those channels. Couldn't have made this episode without them. So thank you very much. Everybody go subscribe. It's mad, isn't it? The last episode, we ended on her having sympathy for predators. This episode, we've ended on her lying about where her boyfriend was, so people didn't think he was I've no idea what we're going to end episode 4 on. I'll discover Foodie Beauty was pen pals with Hitler. I don't know. Spoilers, we all know she ends up with Salah. But what's mad is, I've got no doubt if Dom called her up and said, leave him, let's be together, let's get married, she'd blow off that fake marriage.
She would.
And she'd go and be with Dom straight away. She'd be on a plane straight away.
Yeah.
I can't prove that. That's just speculation. I can't prove it. Like the sister in the dryer thing. Why do I keep mentioning that? Sorry, Foodie. Sorry. I know it annoys you. Hopefully you can carry on being a better person. Like I keep hearing you say these days that you're a better person now. So hopefully you can carry that on. I don't know how long that's going to last because it looks like you've already got one foot in the grave.
Oh, baby.
Are your feet working? Is that the diabetes? Stay alive till I finish the series, will you? I keep finding clips of you saying you're a good person now. I haven't seen any examples of you being a good person. Maybe in episode 4 I'll find them in between Cuba Rage and Cat Abuse. Maybe somewhere in there I'll find it. Right, I'm going to stop rambling. I'm off to have a shower and wash the foodiness off me. And I'll see you all in episode 4. Yeah, bye everybody. Bye.
Wonderful clip from Mr. Snowflake. So that got a bit dark at the end. It definitely got a bit dark. But this is for people that weren't around during Crackhead Olympics and stuff was happening, kind of filling in the blank holes for those who jumped in a little late. Some of us have been here for years. Some of us have been here for a few months. So just kind of filling in the lore a bit for those who didn't know. So that's it. That's all I got for this evening, y'all. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this react. It was retro and also stuff from the present. So I'm going to go. And thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment. And check out all the great channels that I featured here, like Sansza and Mr. Snowflake. And I'm going to leave you guys with a song to kind of chill out with before you go. So thank you, everybody, and please have a good evening. Night, night.